When working on Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram vehicles, what kinds of common issues do you run into? In this video, we'll cover common CDJR issues that are found across the board. Common issues across the board, and a lot of this is garnered just from data, even just seeing what people are working on the cars. A lot of issues with like cam sensors seem to come up a lot, and we'll talk about why that is here in a little bit. A lot of thermostat codes, coolant system issues, overheating issues, stuff like that. A lot of evap issues, as any manufacturer has, and then of course misfire issues, like a lot of manufacturers. And some of that's going to play out here on this next. It's going to play out in a big way. One of those categories, anyways, on this next phase here. Common codes. So this is based off the top 3,500, I think, codes that we've gotten out of the scan tools. Here's what people are looking at. And the number one, which I thought was really interesting, our 2019 Ram 1500, there's our representative there. U11E9, which is a communications code for the engine. And it's lost communication with the AGS, so that's the active grille shutter. So you will see as we go through the data that active grille shutter, for some reason, they just have some issues on these Rams. That's the kind of the grille shutters that close in the grille to let the car heat up quicker in cooler weather, that type of thing. So a lot of lost communications with that. That's number one on the list. And I think if I recall, that was in the 60s, like 63 or 64 in the overall list. So that's pretty high up. Then we got our one diesel on here, the ABS code, pump motor control. And then if we go down here, we got a 3.2, and then the rest of these are 3.6. All the same base engine, just different model years. And a lot of them are thermostat codes. We're seeing a lot of thermostat codes just, I think, in general in the industry, across the board. And then there's our evap code, and then oil pressure control circuit stuck off to round out the top 10. So evap emissions, thermostat rationality, a lot of thermostat codes. And then we're going to see when we go into the SureTrack data, a lot of just general coolant codes as well. We've drove right into the top 10 diagnostic trouble codes for Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles. Now let's get into the unique OEM-specific features of CDJR vehicles.